Announcing the Food Busker McRib. A certain restaurant chain's in trouble, people.
I like it, it's light, I like the bread as well.
How much for a whole Food Busker McRib? When you have to, absolutely, positively impress every in the room, except no substitute than the Food Busker McRib. It starts by braising some beef short ribs. Start off by putting it in your pan, meat side down so the bones are at the top. That way all the meat will be submerged with the cooking liquor and give it a chance to really cook and become super tender. Next up, the liquor. We need an onion, roughly slice that. Then you want celery and carrot. We'll just roughly chop those. Let's get those in over the beef. I've got some parsley going in, a couple of bay leaves. Now I'm going to add 500 mils of beef stock. Just pour that in. And then I'm going to just top it up with some water, just so it covers. And then we need to get some other seasonings in there. So I'm going to have a good glug of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put some soy in there just because it's got that umami kick. A few peppercorns. And then I'm going to put some shea koji. Now you don't have to put this in, but it just adds this umami depth which I want to develop. So I'm going to put 2 or 3 tablespoons of that in. Now we need to finish with salt and pepper, and then we're going to bring that up to the simmer, lid on, and let that tickle away now for 2 hours. Now the thing that gets me so excited about this dish is these onions. They're so simple to do, but they just take the whole sandwich to the next level, and it really does become that showstopper that everybody's like, oh, it's in here, it's delicious. So, first up, we need to slice the onions nice and fat. You want them to be as thick as your finger, and you might think, oh no, that's going to be too oniony. It's not, because what we're going to do is we're going to caramelize in the pan with some brown sugar, so you get that real serious golden brown. And then we're going to put some cider vinegar in there, and we're going to put a lid on, and then we're going to steam them for the next 20 minutes. And they just turn into this sweet, sticky, Moorish, slap round the chops onions that are just going to make you go crazy. They're just so good. See, what's happening is you've got the fat from the Moorish butter, and then you've got the brown sugar, and that's caramelizing now. And then you're introducing the onions that have got natural sugars inside, and that whole lot is having like a caramelization party. It's just so good. So you start in the process. So you cook the onions in the butter sugar mixture for about 5 minutes until, let me show you, they're just beginning to catch and you're getting that caramelization. That's going to get accentuated off the chart when it goes for another 20 minutes. Now we've got to poach with cider vinegar. Okay, so let's see how we got on. Oh mate, look at that. Look at that. Like, it's totally fallen off the bone. So all that goodness is now in the pot. That just looks incredible. The beef is super tender. I'm going to slice that off and that's going to go on the sandwich. But first up, I've got to drain off the cooking liquor and turn it into a glaze. Now, the best thing to actually do with this is to take the rib out, leave it overnight, and let the cooking liquor settle. And what will happen is all the fat will rise to the top and you'll be easily able to skim that off. And then I'm going to take the cooking liquor, filter it, and reduce it down and turn it into a sticky glaze. So now what I'm doing is I'm reducing down the cooking liquor and I've skimmed off all the fat, and now it's just this deeply intense gravy that we're reducing down and we're reducing down so it's becoming more intense in flavour, and it's going to be syrupy and sticky, and I'm going to drizzle that over the beef rib, and then with the sticky onions, oh, just imagine how good that is. And what you're looking for is these big bubbles. While that's reducing, let's crack on with the beef. So let's get it out the pan and drop it on. And I'm just going to let that rest for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to get my knife and I'm just going to slice it off the bone, get that off, and I'm just going to slice this up, ready to go onto the sandwich. Just look at that now. Like, that is just such a hunk of beef. You know, the short rib is just packed full of flavour, and that is now so moist. Like, look at it, I can just pull it off. That's it, it's not dry, it's moist, it's meaty, it's beefy. I'm gonna take a slice of that, I'm gonna put it onto the McRib, we're gonna drizzle the sauce on, and then we've got the onions. Mamma mia! Now I've got my bread. Take your rib for your McRib and drop it on. Now for the glaze, and just look how beautiful that is. You've got to strain off the fat, but that is now this beef juice that's just the most incredible beef jus. Just drizzle that over. Now, look at these guys. These guys just totally make the party. Sticky, caramelized, sweet. Get those on. Just put those on top. And then it's lid on, my brothers and sisters, and that is the Food Busker McRib. Oh yes. Well, that's world peace there, sandwiched between two pieces of bread. Like the Food Busker McRib is ready, brothers and sisters. Look at it. Like that is just a tour de force in beefiness. Beef rib is just fall apart in the gob. Then you've got the acidity from the white wine that's in the buttery caramelized mushrooms, and then like just the beef crack on the top, the jus. That, brothers and sisters, is incredible. Now let's slice that in half. What is a McRib, a Food Busker McRib? Listen, it's got to be $7.50. It's got to be $7.50. Like that is a bloody work of art. Imagine putting that down on the table at the weekend and just, that's it. Okay, let's take it to the streets and see what people will pay. Okay, go guys. Right, Izzy. So what are you saying?
It's really delicious.
Yeah.
Really nice. Falls. It's not. I know it's not on the bone, but you could tell it would fall off the bone if it was on the bone.
I like it. And have you ever had a McDonald's McRib?
No.
No. Of course I haven't. How dare you suggest such a thing? How much for a whole Food Busker McRib?
Ooh, probably £7.
£7. I'm with my brother, the Flowmeister.
Indeed.
It's not his name, but
I'll go with that.
we'll go with it, right? Now, mate, so what's it saying to you?
I love it.
Yeah? Is
Yeah.
it, the French did a McRib, didn't they?
Not one that I was aware of.
Okay, what's it saying to you?
I like it. It's light. I like the bread as well. It doesn't feel sometimes like burgers or sandwiches.
Too heavy?
Too heavy. It's not. So
Okay,
I like it a lot.
What would you pay for a full Food Busker McRib?
I say $5.50.
$5.50. Bloody French are so tight. They're so tight. Okay, this is Jess. How are you, Jess?
I'm good. How are you?
What's it? I'm good. Like, it all depends on what you pay. So my mood could be seriously affected, but let that not upset you.
Okay.
This is Food Busker reporting down on the front line about the Food Busker McRib. What's it saying to you?
Amazing. I'm
Amazing.
really fussy with my meat and this is really good.
Yeah? So listen to what Jess has got to say, people. Okay, it's tasty. What would you pay for a full one?
I would say $7.50.
$7.50. See, Jess got it just right. Well done. Come on. Oh, mate. Oh, so good. Right. Can you imagine if your mates came around and you smashed these down? They would flipping love it. So, what did you think? How much would you have paid for the Food Busker McRib? Like, I'm telling you, that, my brothers and sisters, is one of the best things I've ever cooked. If you think so, then let me know. Like, share, increase the peace, and subscribe to the channel. See you later, yeah?